Here's more wrestling news for December 22nd, 2025. Your headlines for this afternoon include: real reason Ricky Saints attacked Zilla Fatu at indie event revealed, TKO fears Tony Khan sign goes viral at AEW Dynamite, new details emerge after shocking fan chokehold at AEW Collision, alarming stat raises questions about Javon Evans' title matches, John Cena tribute sparks Nikki Bella dating speculation, and more. On Saturday, December 20th, Reality of Wrestling's Sub-Zero marked the promotion's final live event of 2025, hosted by Booker T's Reality of Wrestling. The main event saw Bloodline family member Zilla Fatu challenge Ryan Davidson, Danny Limelight, and Will Allday in a four-way match for the Reality of Wrestling World Championship, which was held by Limelight heading into the bout. In the closing moments, it appeared that Fatu had the match and his third ROW World title firmly in hand. However, the momentum shifted dramatically when a hooded figure emerged from the crowd, stopping Fatu just as he was setting up the Samoan spike. The masked attacker leveled Fatu with a familiar-looking spear, costing him the championship. Moments later, the mystery man was revealed when the individual unmasked as Ricky Saints. Saints, who recently turned heel on WWE NXT television after costing Javon Evans his NXT Championship opportunity against Obafemi, stood tall alongside Limelight as the reigning champion closed out 2025 on top. Following the interference, Fatu took to social media to issue a direct warning to Saints, posting, "Don't get too comfortable." Notably, Fatu tagged WWE NXT in the tweet, sparking speculation about a potential crossover appearance. However, as of now, there's no confirmation that Zilla Fatu will appear on WWE television following the attack. Do you think this angle could lead to a crossover between Reality of Wrestling and WWE NXT? Or is it simply setting up Saints' next major feud outside WWE? Share your thoughts in the comments below. A fan at a recent All Elite Wrestling taping didn't hold back, aiming directly at WWE's corporate leadership with a message that was impossible to miss. During the December 24th, 2025 taping of AEW Dynamite at the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City, a front row fan was spotted holding a sign that read, "TKO fears Tony Khan." The message was a clear jab at TKO Group Holdings, the parent company of WWE. The timing of the sign is notable. Just months earlier, Tony Khan publicly drew a line between AEW's philosophy and TKO's profit-driven approach. Speaking during the AEW All Out media call in September 2025, Khan made it clear that AEW had no intention of following WWE's rising ticket price model. AEW's ticket pricing is designed to be very family-friendly, and it's been that way since the very beginning. We always wanted to maintain affordable ticket prices for the fans, particularly families and young fans, and make it accessible for people of all backgrounds and all ages. Khan's comments came shortly after Mark Shapiro told investors that Vince McMahon's long-standing family-friendly pricing approach was outdated, signaling that TKO would prioritize profitability even if it meant significantly higher ticket costs. Now, with signs like TKO fears Tony Khan appearing inside AEW venues, it's clear that some fans are openly backing Khan's vision. For them, this wasn't just about a rivalry, it's about accessibility and what they believe professional wrestling should be moving forward. As WWE continues leaning into a premium pricing strategy under the TKO banner, AEW appears committed to positioning itself as the more fan-accessible alternative. And judging by the reaction in the crowd, that message is resonating loudly. Do you think AEW's affordable ticket strategy gives them a real long-term edge over WWE? Or will TKO's profit-first model ultimately win out? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Enjoying the video? A quick like goes a long way in helping us grow and deliver more wrestling news you care about. What began as a lighthearted crowd interaction during AEW Collision tapings in Manchester quickly escalated into a real-world incident, and AEW made sure viewers at home never saw it. During the taping, Jack Perry tossed a plush toy into the crowd, a moment meant to play off the festive holiday bash atmosphere. Two fans caught the toy at the same time, but the situation turned ugly when a third man suddenly rushed in and put one of them in a chokehold from behind. Other fans immediately intervened, breaking it up before the situation escalated further. Thankfully, no serious injuries were reported. The aftermath, however, didn't end quietly. One fan took to social media and publicly detailed the incident, naming names and criticizing AEW for what they felt was a slow response. Eyewitnesses claim the man who initiated the chokehold remained in the area, arguing with nearby fans, before eventually leaving the section with a woman who had also been involved in the initial scuffle. AEW has not issued any public statement addressing the situation, but when the December 20th episode of Collision aired, the company's stance was clear through its editing. The entire toy-tossing sequence was removed from the broadcast. Instead, the segment was trimmed to end cleanly with Mike Bailey picking up one of the gifts before the show cut to commercial. No disruption, no confrontation, and no hint of what unfolded in the crowd. Whether AEW chose to quietly move on to avoid amplifying a fan altercation or to protect the presentation of the show, the decision hasn't gone unnoticed among viewers who are aware of the incident. Did AEW handle the situation the right way by editing it out, or should the company have addressed the crowd incident directly? Share your thoughts in the comments below. At Guerrera de Titanes, Javon Evans challenged Laredo Kid and Jack Cartwheel in a triple threat match for the AAA World Cruiserweight Championship. Despite delivering eye-catching offense, including a Phoenix Splash into a cutter, Evans once again found himself staring up at the lights as Laredo Kid walked away with the gold. The loss adds to a growing and increasingly troubling trend for Evans. With the defeat at Guerrera de Titanes on December 20th, he has now competed in 12 recognized championship matches across WWE, AAA, and TNA, and has yet to capture a single title. This marked Evans' 11th loss in a championship bout, with the lone exception being a no contest during his challenge for the TNA X Division Championship against Leon Slater at Bound for Glory. It's a streak that stretches across promotions and major stages with no clear turning point in sight. Evans continues to earn high-profile opportunities, and his in-ring performances consistently deliver, but at some point, potential has to translate into payoff. Otherwise, he risks being labeled as the guy who always rises to the moment, only to fall short when it matters most. Is Javon Evans simply the unluckiest rising star in wrestling right now, or does this ongoing losing streak signal that WWE and its partner promotions don't yet see him as a true champion? Let us know what you think. Cooper DeJean isn't just taking away the ball on the field, he's stealing the spotlight with a celebration straight out of WWE. Just 1 week after WWE's Saturday night's main event marked the official in-ring retirement of John Cena, the Philadelphia Eagles cornerback delivered a tribute that wrestling fans immediately recognized. During Saturday night's win over the Washington Commanders, DeJean intercepted Marcus Mariota late in the third quarter and turned the takeaway into a full-blown wrestling moment. After the interception, DeJean headed to the end zone and dropped the Five-Knuckle Shuffle on teammate Quinyon Mitchell. Mitchell played along perfectly, laying down to sell the move as DeJean brushed his shoulders Cena style, delivered the iconic taunt, and even followed it up with a mock pin for the 3 count. But the timing of this particular tribute raised eyebrows. DeJean's Cena-inspired celebration comes as he's been linked to Nikki Bella, with dating rumors gaining traction after Bella shared photos from her visit to Lincoln Financial Field. Those images included a snapshot inside DeJean's locker and a cozy photo with the Eagles star himself. DeJean later responded with an eagle emoji and a red heart, fueling the speculation even further. Now, with DeJean channeling John Cena, Nikki Bella's most famous ex, on a national stage, the moment didn't exactly feel accidental. Whether it was pure fandom, playful trolling, or just perfect timing, one thing is clear: Cooper DeJean knows how to make a statement, and he did it the WWE way. Another incident involving Armando Alejandro Montalvo has surfaced following a live video he uploaded to Facebook, adding to a long and troubling history of encounters connected to WWE. In the video, Montalvo is seen walking near the WWE Performance Center when a police officer approaches him as he crosses the street. The officer explains that law enforcement had received reports of someone entering nearby businesses and screaming, noting that Montalvo matched the description provided. Montalvo responded by saying he had just left the area, a statement that did not directly deny the accusation. As he continued walking, the officer clarified that he was simply following up based on the report. The interaction ended without further action, and Montalvo was allowed to leave the scene. This latest encounter comes against the backdrop of Montalvo's extensive history involving the Performance Center. Over the years, he's been linked to multiple incidents, including repeated attempts to trespass on WWE property and harass staff and performers. Those actions previously resulted in restraining orders, arrests, and significant legal consequences. WWE superstars often evolve through multiple personas during their time with the company, and Maxine Dupree's recent transformation has clearly struck a chord behind the scenes. Since shifting into a more serious role on WWE television, Dupree has made it clear that she wants to be viewed differently, and as the reigning Women's United States Champion, that message is starting to land. According to Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select, WWE officials and fans alike have taken a notice following a recent run of vignette packages tied to her return. The vignettes, which aired over several weeks on Monday Night Raw, featured Dupree training alongside her tag team partner Natalya. Presented in a montage-style format, the segment showed Natalya pushing Dupree to her limits. Those videos weren't just effective on screen. According to Fightful, the presentation made a strong internal impression within WWE, particularly with William Regal and Triple H. The focus on her improvement and commitment reportedly did her serious favors internally as she continues to reshape how she's perceived within the company. The report also noted that the vignettes were shot by WWE Director of Character Development Rob Fee. Fee is best known for his creative work on Bray Wyatt's Firefly Funhouse, and his involvement signals that WWE is investing meaningful creative resources into Dupree's presentation rather than treating the shift as temporary. With a championship around her waist, a revamped on-screen identity, and growing internal support, Maxine Dupree appears to be entering a defining phase of her WWE run. What's your take on Maxine Dupree's recent character arc? Do you think this more serious direction will help her longevity in WWE? Share your thoughts in the comments below. For all of our subscribers, don't miss the 9 a.m. Eastern video we dropped earlier today. Smash that bell icon and select all notifications so you're always in the loop.